When the pioneers first entered the Salt Lake Valley, they camped and waited for Brigham Young. The first group was here about 3 days before. Among them were Orson Pratt and Erastus Snow. And they waited for Brigham to arrive. And then one of the first things Brigham Young did is he identified the place where they were going to build the temple. And he walks up to a site just east of here, Temple Square, and he jams his walking stick in the ground, his cane, and says, "Here will we build a temple to our God." At which point, Wilfred Woodruff pulls out a little peg out of his pocket that he whittled and puts it in the dent in the ground from Brigham Young's cave, taps it in the ground. So they were literally identifying the place. This is a replica of the original base Meridian stone. It is set exactly on the spot of the original. Every time somebody gives you their address here in the Salt Lake Valley, they are acknowledging the centrality of the temple because their address is all measured from that spot. 100 feet north of this monument and 50 feet west of this monument is another little monument that we're going to be looking at. It is the base of a telescope. It was in a pioneer observatory. This is an exact replica of the stone that used to be here. And just like the base Meridian stone, the original was getting kind of weathered and tired, but we felt it was very important to preserve it. So it's kind of U-shaped like this because this was the base for a telescope, and they wanted it to be very flat and very even and very, very stable. And the reason for that was that the telescope that they put here measured longitude they calibrated the longitude here for Salt Lake. And there was actually a little observatory built around it. It was a little adobe cabin. And the roof had boards on it you could pull aside so the telescope could get a good view of the heavens. And it was established in the 1860s by the US government. But then, after they had done their original work with it, then basically it became, for all practical purposes, Orson Pratt's observatory.